Hey guys, welcome to new episode, Matthew's Sports Talk. Things are looking a little bit different because I am temporarily without internet for the next 2 days. So I moved down to my apartment building's computer room, and I'm using their computer while I'm filming this. So I'm pretty much, like the title of this episode says, the NFL playoff picture is taking shape. So after the Steelers beating the Colts tonight, my power rankings are finished. Not really any significant changes. No new teams in the top 10. There was some movement. Minnesota, Buffalo, and San Francisco all moved up a spot. Cincinnati moved up from number 10 to number 8. Baltimore dropped because of their loss to Jacksonville from number 9 to number 5. And Tennessee's up from number 10 to number 9. Or Tennessee's down from number 9 to number 10, sorry. Then knocking on the door, Washington at number 11, moving up a spot. And then the Jets moved up from number 15 to number 12. So other than that, the Chargers moved up from 4 spots from 19 to 15. Other than that, not really any big. Jacksonville and Pittsburgh moved into the top 20. Jacksonville's up 4 from number 23 to number 19. Pittsburgh's up 4 from number 24 to 20. Detroit moved down 4 spots from 18 to 22. Green Bay, despite the loss, I felt like they played good. I moved them up from number 25 to number 23. Raiders up. Arizona dropped 5 spots from 20 to 25. The Saints dropped 6 spots, 22 to 28. And then the bottom 3 remain the same: Rams, Denver, and Houston. So that's the summary of my power rankings. So what I got going on, I got the computer up. I got the NFL playoff machine. So currently right now, as it stands, we have in the NFC, Philadelphia obviously is number 1. So they get the bye. The wild card games would be Minnesota, number 2, at home against number 7 Washington. 3 San Francisco at home against number 6 Giants, and then number 4 Tampa Bay against number 5 Dallas. And then in the AFC, we got Kansas City is the 1 seed, and then it's number 7 Jets at number 2 Miami, number 6 Cincinnati at number 3 Tennessee, and number 5 Buffalo at number 4 Baltimore. So I'm just going I completely forgot. Sorry. Before I go any further, shout out to Score North, to Judd, Mackie, and Declan. Tonight they had a gathering at Park Tavern. I had a blast. Very, very enjoyable. I also recommended their next Score North watch party be at the Crooked Pint, like 2 blocks from my house. So hopefully that happens, because then I can walk to it. So that'd be amazing. So shout out to them. I love you guys. I had a blast. Thank you. So moving on to next week, week 13. So yes, I'm going to essentially predict the rest of the NFL season and then show you what happens. So next week, to start off with, so these are not my official predictions. Actually, let's make these my official predictions for next week, that is. So we got the Bills and Patriots. Bills at Patriots. I'm going to say Buffalo by 7. Steelers in Atlanta is tough. I'm going to say Atlanta by 4. This is week 13. We got Baltimore and Denver. I'm going to say Baltimore by 7. Green Bay, Chicago. Green Bay by 7. Detroit and Jacksonville. Now, I'm going to say Detroit by 4. Cleveland, Houston. Cleveland plus 10. They're getting Deshaun Watson back, so Vikings and Jets we'll get to in a second. Giants at home against the Commanders. This is dicey. It's pretty much a toss-up for me. I do feel like Washington has the better advantages. Let me just out of curiosity. Yeah, so New York has the advantage. They're number 22 defensive rank against number 23 offense for the Washington. But Washington's got them beat on the defense. So I'm going to say Washington by 4. Tampa Bay and the Saints, +6. I'm going to say Tampa Bay by 4. I think it's going to be a close one. Cowboys and Colts, after the way the Colts just played. Dallas by 10. Chargers and the Raiders. I'm going to actually say the Raiders. The Raiders for the upset. Raiders over Chargers by 4. Chiefs Bengals. Chiefs by 6. The most intriguing matchup of the whole week, I feel like. Miami at San Francisco. Miami's number 1 defense against San Francisco's number 1 defense against Miami's number 3 offense. And then their number 10 offense against number 17 Miami defense. It's at San Francisco, but I don't know. I like Tua and what they're doing with Tyreek, and I feel like they are more dynamic than the Chiefs are. And you saw what the Chiefs did to the 49ers, or I think you did. They blew their doors off. I know the 49ers are more healthy now, but yeah, I'm going to go Miami on that one. Rams, Seahawks. That one's pretty much a toss-up. I'm going to say the Rams do a shocker upset by 3. I'm not going to expect them to blow it off. Now, Tennessee, Philadelphia. Even though on paper Philadelphia looks better, Tennessee does have Derrick Henry. Probably the most powerful runner that any Eagles team has seen. And they've shown that they give up a lot of yards in the run. Isn't Philly. Oh boy. I don't know. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up for me. Sadly, yep, nope, I'm going for it. It's my upset pick. Tennessee over Philly by 4. Nope, by 3. By 4. If I want it to be an upset, it has to be more than 3. So, Tennessee by 4. Then, yeah, we get to the Vikings and Jets before we get to everything else. So, Vikings offense versus Jets defense. I give a slight advantage to the Vikings, mainly because of the fact that all the Jets have is Gardner Sauce on the defense. I mean, their defense is solid. But I felt like the Patriots' defense is better than the Jets. And even though they swapped out, they put Mike White in for Zach Wilson. Yes, he looked terrific yesterday, but they were playing the Bears. So yeah, I give us the advantage. Our defense isn't that great, so I'll say even our defense against their offense. Special teams, I give us the advantage. We had a kickoff return for a touchdown. They allowed a punt return for their touchdown against the Patriots, so give us the advantage there. Coaching, Robert Saleh, I'm sorry. I know you're taking receipts, but look at your past couple of games. I mean, yes, you beat Chicago. Big fucking whoop-de-doo. You lost to New England. You didn't even score. You scored 3 points. So I give us the advantage there. X Factor, us, it's here. If there's one way, I know the Vikings do not blow the doors off of their opponents, but I feel like this is the game that they could and they should do it. At least by double digits. It doesn't have to be like a complete blowout, but a win by double digits. Anything less than that, they did not bring their A game, at least on the offensive side. So, my prediction is Vikings 35, Jets 21. 2 touchdowns. So, a 2-touchdown win. 5 touchdowns. 2 to Jefferson, 1 to Thielen, 1 to Hockenson, and then 1 is going to be a running one by either, I'm just going to say Cook. So 2 Jefferson, 1 Thielen, 1 Hockenson, 1 Cook. Those are your 5 touchdowns. So, moving on. So right now, I'm not going to do an updated one, but I'm just going to go week 14. I'm only going to do the important matchups. I'm not going to tell you my predictions for the Vikings because I don't want to spoil what's coming up. So, just doing the non-consequential matchups. First of all, week 14, Buffalo Jets. Buffalo, I think, obviously. Got the Eagles at the Giants. Nope, sorry, Giants. Can't do you there. Okay, now we're into week 15. San Francisco and Seattle over them. Upset Cleveland over Baltimore. Okay, now week 16. Okay, now week 17. Okay, so now we're into week 18. Okay, sorry I was quiet there for a long time. I have completed the playoff machine. I have the final. I'm not going to predict the playoff games, but I have the final. So, we have in the AFC, let's start in the AFC. 1 seed at 14-3, Kansas City. 2 seed Buffalo, 13-4. 3 seed Tennessee, 12-5. 4 seed Cincinnati, 11-6. 5 seed Miami at 12-4-1. Baltimore 6 seed, 10-7, and then 7 seed is New England, 9-7-1. Now we move over to the NFC. Philadelphia 14-3, Minnesota 13-4, San Francisco 11-6, Atlanta 9-8, Dallas 13-4, Washington 10-7, and Seattle 9-8. And then the tiebreakers, there were no tiebreakers, but just for the hell of it, one thing I will change, Week 18. If the Lions beat the Packers, they still wouldn't make it in. So the tiebreaker there still is no tiebreaker. There should be. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, so I switched, just for the hell of it, I switched Detroit ones over Green Bay Week 18. Then I have Cleveland beating Washington Week 17. If that were to happen, Detroit would get the 6th seed at 9-8, and Washington would be the 7th seed at 9-8. And the tiebreaker, Detroit wins the tiebreaker over Seattle. Seattle would be the first one out. Detroit wins the tiebreaker over Seattle and Washington based on win percentage in conference. So, but yeah, I don't know. Oh no. Okay, I'll keep Cleveland beating Washington because they will have Deshaun Watson. I think they'll be better. Detroit and Green Bay. It's the last week of the season. It's cold. Aaron Rodgers might not be starting. Detroit will be playing for their playoff lives. I'm going to keep that as well. So changing the NFC. So it's 1 Philadelphia, 2 Minnesota, 3 San Francisco, 4 Atlanta, 5 Dallas, 6 Detroit, 7 Washington. So, Washington, who is currently at 4-7, ending the season 5-1, gaining at 9-8 as the 6th seed. Interesting stuff. And then obviously the other teams out right below them. So you got Washington, then you got Seattle 9-8. Atlanta wins the last game of the season over Tampa Bay, so Tampa Bay is 8-9. Other than that, most teams are 6 wins or under. The Giants, I feel bad for the Giants. I have them losing out the remaining of the season. Let's change that. Who do I think? They can't beat Philadelphia. I have them. Yeah, no, I'll have them beating the Colts. There you go. So now the Giants are 8-9. Congratulations, Giants. You managed to win one more game for the rest of the season. Then you got Green Bay 6, Arizona 6, etc., etc. So yeah. So yeah, that's how. Sorry guys, I'm kind of distracted. That's how my playoff machine predictions were. So that concludes this episode. I don't know. The Wolves lost tonight to Washington. I'm not going to do a post-game reaction because it's really not that big of a deal. I'll talk World Cup later on. Maybe Friday or Saturday I'll do another episode. So we'll see. Okay, sorry guys that took so long. There's a lot of, not me talking, but I was busy with stuff. So, yep, take care guys and see ya. And hit that subscribe and like button, please. Thank you.